friends, it's Miss Courtney. It's time for our writing. Yesterday we started a picture about animals that hatch from eggs. We did some brainstorming on Monday and thought about all those different animals that hatch from eggs, like a eagle or a hen, a ladybug or a butterfly, a snake or a crab or an octopus, an alligator, all sorts of things. So I chose yesterday to write about a crab. So I know in our writing process, we first think and draw, and that's what we did yesterday. So now we're gonna add details, we'll label our picture, and we'll write. So today, I'm gonna go look back at my picture, and I knew that I'm writing about a crab because I said one of the things I like to do when we get to go visit Galveston is we go looking for crabs at night. So I'm going to draw the rest of my family. I'm going to add some details. So I said I like to go with my family. So I'm going to draw, I have Abby. So I have Abby, a circle for her head. I'm going to do some eyes and a mouth. I'll do an oval for her body, some feet and legs. Legs first, then arms and hands, and let's give her some hair. She's got long hair like me. So there's Abby, and then I have Jake. He's a part of my family too. He's so I did a circle, an oval for his body, some legs, some hands, and a little bit of hair. Oh, we probably want to add some ears for him. And so there's Jake. So I have me, Abby, Jake, and I need Mr. Gary, so we'll add Mr. Gary. He's about the same size as Jake because Jake's a big guy. He's in college now. So there they are. I have me, Abby, Jake, and Mr. Gary. Oh, and Mr. Gary, I always forget. Remember, I always add his little goatee down here. There's Mr. Gary's goatee. So there we go. There's my family. We like to go to the beach. When I'm on the beach, there's some waves. So I might draw some waves in the water. The waves crashing. And I said, we like to go at night. So at night, I know when I'm up in, when I look up in the sky, I could see a moon. So I'm going to add the moon. And maybe some stars. And I also said that we carry our flashlight. So I'm going to draw a flashlight. I think I'm going to let Abby carry the flashlight since she's at the head of us. So I'm just going to do, we always have this kind of big flashlight. And it shines light so we can see the crabs. So now I drew my picture. I added some details. I thought about what I saw around. And now I'm going to go ahead and label. So I'm going to go ahead with labeling me. So that's a sound like mouse and milk and Matson and Melody and Monib and Mustafa and monkey, the letter M. So I'm going to do an M. So this was Abby. Well, that's like apple and alligator, and my friend Alexia and Addison and Annalise and Alicia, and then we already said apple, but there's that letter A. So I'm going to put an A for Abby. A. There's Jake. Jake. Jake, can you think of some J words? Like jet. Let me do this better. Jet and jacket and Julianne and Jayla and Jaylee and Jaylene and Janelle, and all those words start with a J sound. That's the letter J. And here's our letter J right here. J. So I'm going to put a J for Jake. And now we have Mr. Gary. Gary, let's see. Oh, here it is. I have a girl and guitar. Can you say G? Yep, that's a G sound, like Grace and Grayson and Gael. G. That is my N like a goat, and that's the letter G. So we're going to put a letter G for Mr. Gary. G. So So here's my family, me, Abby, Jake, and Gary. So now let's go ahead and we will label some more. So here's crab. Oop, and I know that I can use my word wall over here. So there's the word crab. I see C-R-A-B. I'm going to touch, curve around and stop. An R, I do a touch, pull down, back up the track, hump over. I do an A, that's where I make that like C, and then I'm going to go up and pull down. C-R-A, crab, B. That's that B sound at the end. B, B, B. So crab. And now I see some stars, so that's a S, S, S. Like seal and socks and Skylar and Saba and Sadant. Ooh, all those little names start with a S. And snake. That's that S. I'm gonna make an S for my stars. I'm gonna put it up here. I touch curve like a C, and I'm gonna curve on back. So there's the letter S. Now I also need, for my stars, how about the moon? I have the moon. Again, that's the milk and the mouse and me and all those fun friends that start with the letter M. So I'm going to put the sound. Touch, pull down. I'm going to go back up the track, hump over and down, back up the track, hump over and down. That's the letter M. So we have moon and stars and crab, Abby, me, Jake, and Gary. And so now I also had some waves. I made the waves in the ocean. So waves, that's a W sound like watermelon and wagon and my friend William. And I'm going to put a W. I think I'll put it right up here. I do a touch, slant down, push up, slant down, push up. That's my W. So now I've labeled all my pictures and now I want to write. So I was talking about going to find crabs, but what we're writing about this week is animals that hatch from eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and say that a crab hatches from an egg. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to do my first letter. Do a touch, slant down, A. I need a new word, crab. So I put my space, there's C, R, touch, pull down, back up at the top, hump over. My A, I'm going to start to make like a C, and then I'm going to go up and back down, and a B. I touch, pull down, back up the track a little bit, and then circle around and stop. A crab, and I'm going to put a finger space because I am going to write something new, hatches. I think I'll just put the beginning sound. A crab hatches. That's an H sound. Touch, pull down, back up the track, hump over and down. A crab hatches. I don't think I have enough room anymore over here, so I'm going to go ahead and do my return sweep. A crab hatches from, ooh, that's like Fiona, from an egg. And I can look at my word wall and I see the word egg. That's an E sound. G. Ooh, that's like G. Grace and Gary and Gael. And I put my period at the end. A crab hatches from an egg. So there we are. I labeled, I added details, I labeled my pictures, and then I wrote my words to go with my picture. So we are finished with our writing for this week. I hope you've had fun learning about the animals that hatch from eggs. I've loved seeing your pictures that I've seen so far. Y'all keep working, keep writing, stay safe, and have a good weekend.